We're here today to see if you can beat Fallout New Vegas as Lee Moldaver. Moldaver? Not really sure how you pronounce her last name. She's a character from the new Fallout TV show. Gotta say, it wasn't a bad show. Better than I thought it was going to be. Better than Twisted Metal show was. Able to pick up our first weapon right there. Skip past everything from Doc Mitchell's. Everyone already knows how that goes. Drop pretty much everything from the DLCs. We don't really need that. We have the weapon and the armor we're going to start off with, which is laser pistol and lightweight metal armor. The only time we see her not in a vault suit, she seems to be wearing metal, well, a metal chest piece anyway, over top of some normal clothing and underneath a like poncho cloak thing. So this works for us. Easy enough to start off. Still got these nice animations installed on here. From here we head toward the Anchorage Memorial. I think it's the Anchorage Memorial. The big ass cross. That's what that is. Take out some powder gangers along the way. Completely missed that one. Still somehow took his leg off. Laser pistols hit for okay damage. Our energy weapons is tagged, so we're good. Make our way to Prim. Always a good amount of experience here, either clearing out the Bison Steve Hotel or just fixing the deputy. Decide to put some explosives to use here since she's known to use explosives. Our explosive skill is somewhat low, so we have to work on that. Doesn't go off right then, right there. Doesn't even hurt the guy at all. Laser pistol does, though. Right there, we're able to get one with a mine. Take them all out. Figure she's called the Flame Mother. We're going to be using energy weapons for this run anyway. There's Beagle. He died to a stray laser in the Bison Steve. No idea why his body got teleported in here. Talk to Prim Slim. Get him all fixed up as the new sheriff. Always a fun and easy way to do it. As we're heading out of town, I come across this. I always forget they got small, like a small neighborhood here. Decided to put the incinerator to use on the jackals at the in between the Mojave Outpost and Nipton. Always a lot of them that spawn here. Hell, they just spawned right behind me. Strange spawn location for them. Strange spawn location for them. Take them out without too much of a problem. The incinerator is a fairly good weapon, although later on we will change it over into a flamer. Head back to the outpost. Sell some stuff, get some stuff fixed. Pick up a plasma pistol. I'm going to use this for a little while, but we eventually upgrade here later. Here in Nipton, never came across this before in the little campground here. A dead Legionnaire with a dead Nipton town resident with a laser rifle next to him. Here I noticed that this has to be a side effect of the animation mod I'm using. The incinerator will fire as fast as I click, which is just strange. Head up the hill past Nipton. Come across a little, I think it's a Viper den. Never seen this place before. Loot it, head out. Head to Novak. Take out the Nightkin to get some Brahmin steaks. Always great to have them. They'll always up your carry weight by a good amount. I think 10. And you can get a bunch of them right here from this simple mission. Always stop here. Always pick them up. Have Boone shoot What's-Her-Face. Do Boone's mission. At this point, I was thinking maybe get all the followers around and have them help out for short amounts of time. In the show, she's the leader of a group of, I guess, shattered NCR citizens. Or remnants of the NCR. Head out to the dry lake bed. Take out some ants. Fire ants, I think they are. Great source of experience, easy enough to kill. You hit their antenna with a shot or two and they frenzy and go toward anything. Try to make it over to the little trading post here. And I'm just going to let this play out because this is... I've never had this happen before. Didn't know the Legion could spawn this close to traders like this. Here I am almost out of ammo because I was killing the ants. And they take out the traders and I'm stuck dealing with the guys. Good thing this metal armor is so good. It's extremely durable. It has a fairly high damage threshold. So I decided to break out the explosives here. I have a lot of stim packs. And, well, dynamite. Just turns into a complete shit show. Can hardly throw the dynamite too far there, and every time I get crippled it throws off to the side or down at my feet. Try using VATS, but that doesn't really do much. Arms crippled again. I ran through most of my stim packs here in this fight, which isn't surprising. Do find it kind of strange that you can start off with a laser pistol or pick one up in Doc Mitchell's house and just not really be able to find too much ammo for it. And that guy just slid away from the fucking dynamite. Here I run into... I think I'm getting staggered again. Which I guess is part of the mod pack, well, animation mod pack I'm using from Hitman. Eventually able to get a couple of sticks of dynamite off and take him out. And that ends that Legion raid here. Like I said, didn't know that the assassins could spawn that close to traders like this. Trading outposts. Make my way to New Vegas eventually. Decided to try this fun little exploit here at the Van Graffs to pick up some more energy weapons for free. It works. I get my hands on a recharger, pistol, plasma defender, great gun. Still have my incinerator. Laser rifle, plasma caster, and recharger rifle. Never actually used the recharger rifle. Pistol's amazing. So is the plasma caster and plasma defender. Great guns. Stop by the kid here. Take the rangefinder. After all, she has cold fusion and whatnot. I don't see why she wouldn't have an orbital strike laser. Seems right up her alley. Gets staggered a few more times. Doesn't happen as much in this playthrough as it did in the Elvis one. Mostly because I'm wearing better armor. Make my way through Helios, activate the power, send it to the Archimedes system. No idea how that's supposed to work, like logistics-wise, how power could be sent from the ground into space. Wouldn't you just want to make the space station capable of accruing the power? Head around, run into a Legion camp here that I've never seen before, take them out with the plasma caster. Decide to try the rangefinder here at Cottonwood Cove. Works pretty well. And I know you could do the entire exploit to get like infinite ammo with it, but don't really need that here. Put the plasma caster to use. Interesting weapon. Although in VATS, if you're too close to like a stand or a table, you won't shoot over it. Free the people here. Take out the Legion. Head back to the gun runners. Watch this King member get just annihilated by a couple of guys with pool sticks. Well, no, one of them had a sledgehammer. Take the guy out. Loot the king. One of the king's members, anyway. Head in past the credit check. Find it weird no guys tried to run in here yet. Head to the tops to say hi to Benny. Running into the problem of not being able to shoot over tables since you hold the weapon so low. But this run on the tops is a lot easier than needing to go out, heal, come back in through a different door to shoot some. Was originally thinking a Gatling laser, but I think the plasma caster more suits this character. Had to say hi to House. In the show, she hated Robco, Vault-Tec, and House. Although, since she stole Cold Fusion back from him, if she even made it in the first place, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past her stealing House's idea to take over Vegas. Seems to be what she was trying to do toward the end of the first season of Fallout, of the Fallout show, was to take over what's left of the NCR. Help the followers, help these guys get, there's a helicopter. Help the followers get these guys off of drugs. Never did this mission before. Also didn't know before this playthrough that you could get the followers on your side for the Hoover Dam. Could have used science, could have used speech. Spec'd in the speech with this character for the sole reason that she mostly gets what she wants in the end by talking. You know, she doesn't have to kill anybody at the end of the first season of Fallout there. She's just able to talk Lucy into getting her what she needs. Have Van Graffs help the followers out here with their stills. As long as the followers keep the stills up and running. I don't really know how many types of... Well, no, you can make quite a few basic medicines using alcohol. Tinctures, I think they're called. Still, though. When you have, like, super stim packs and shit that just heal your body, kind of useless having a little something that dropped under your tongue will give you less of a headache.
I'm honestly pleasantly surprised they would help us out. But I can see the Garretts aren't doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. To gradually shape a better, brighter future for the...
Give a bunch of drugs and stuff to the followers of the Apocalypse, get their reputation high enough, and they will accept you in as a follower of the Apocalypse. Also didn't know you could have that done. Learn something new every time I play this game. I was originally shooting for uniting all of the scientifically advanced factions. The Followers, the Enclave, the Brotherhood. But I ran short on time, and some of those missions take quite a bit of time. I did eventually get, Yeah, no, I don't think I got him at this point. I had to come back later with a higher speech skill to get Arcade. Which you now see as we go to destroy the Caesar's camp. I just noticed his face is double layered. Couldn't get his quest to start to save my life. Doesn't matter. Head in. Burn down the Legion tents and camp. Called the Flame Mother. Not entirely sure why. Didn't know that you could use the rangefinder in Caesar's tent. That's a great and easy way to deal with him. Thought I dealt with myself here too, because I went all transparent. Also thought I killed Arcade. Put Caesar's head in his chair because, I don't know, it's fitting. On a few different levels. Grab the book for the... Losing their name. Cons, that's what they're called. So that I could do their quest fairly easy. Head to Quarry Junction to kill a bunch of Deathclaws with Arcade to see if I could get any of his dialogue to proc, and it just doesn't. I don't know if you could be too far along in the main quest. supposed to also happen off screen, so I say, oh well. Head to the trading post to pick up the key to the Brotherhood bunker. Head on in. Originally accepted the quest from McNamara to, what is it, Still in the Dark, to help them. But I was running low on time while recording, so I couldn't. Because the Brotherhood quest to become a member of the Brotherhood is fairly lengthy, to say the least. All the running around. You could get the running around done beforehand, pick up the holotapes, and you got to go out to the recon scouts, whatever, beforehand. Also thought about doing her quest. Didn't really want to. Tried to get Regis to be Papa Khan's replacement. That just locked the entire quest for some reason. So I used my high speech to have him do a suicide run on the NCR when the Legion attacks. Mostly because I've never done that before, and two, it seems like something she'd do. Get the people to pretty much distract while she could walk right in. Kind of used the Raiders in the same way when she took the vault. Head into the Gamora. Put an actual flamethrower to use. With my maxed out energy weapon skill, which I guess flamers are energy weapons. I don't know if... No, there is no big gun skill in this game. There's just guns. So yeah, no, I guess flamethrowers are just energy weapons. I level up and take Meltdown, mostly because I was wondering if it would work with flamethrowers, and the answer is yes. You turn anyone into a small plasma grenade. Head over to the White Gloves because I want to do their, well, the beef quest here with Heck Gunderson. It's a stupid fucking name. Talk to Mortimer here. Have a high enough speech. Tell him we're a cannibal when we're not. Or, you know, you could just be a cannibal.
Perhaps you can help me. Splendid.
Talk him into giving us the key for the freezer. We can also we can also talk our way pretty much into finding Ted.
My daddy's? God damn it. I almost died in here.
By this point, we still have Veronica following us because why not? Bring him back to his father. Tell him it was Mortimer who tried to eat his son. Says he's never going to do business with him or any New Vegas again. Put up a blockade, stop the beef from rolling in. We talk him into still allowing trade with the casinos and the strip because otherwise they'll turn into cannibals again.
But you got a point. They're already hell-bent on depravity here. All I'd be doing is helping them along. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
Always an interesting quest. Head back to the kid here. He apparently spawns infinite number of these things. So you can just keep buying them off of him, or if you have a high enough barter, you can just get it for cheap. Keep pickpocketing them off of him too, I guess. Wondered if it was going to give me 2 shots. It's weird. Head back to the Ranger checkpoint thing to get my stuff repaired. I also stock up on stim packs for the run to the boomers. Again, I just take the same route I always take. It's like a straight line between there and the fence. Even with low agility, you make it there in all of like 10, 15 seconds in like 5 or 6 stim packs. Talk to Pearl. Decide I'm not doing the boomers quest again. Again, crunched on time for this run. So, head back to the S-Man. Tell him about all the factions. Never noticed he has different dialogue like this for each of the factions.
free to go. A cannibalism problem? Really? I'm so glad you weren't eaten. That's you got it. Okay. Consider them forgotten. Along with the projections that predict they'll be our biggest enemy. That accounts for all you did us. Here's some.
Now, I know I could have got the pulse gun to deal with the Brotherhood. Again, I was just crunched on time for this one here. Otherwise, I would have done a bunch of stuff like the Old World Blues DLC. Would have been a great match for this character. Head to the El Dorado substation, run in, put the power switch in, run out. NCR doesn't aggro against me, even though they're supposed to hate you for going in there. Head back to the S-Man. He tells us to go talk to the followers of the Apocalypse. Which I've never had this option before. I guess you have to become a member of the followers. So I head back to Julie Farkas here. Sweet talk her into helping Vegas out.
And do nothing to help their neighboring townsfolk. So long as you keep us supplied, we will stay in the Mojave to provide care and education for
They don't really take a stand on the battlefield, but they say they're going to help the wounded or something.
Moderate probability of civil instability subsequent to the NCR being driven from the Vegas region. One of the mitigating contingencies he planned was to enlist.
He explains why we need the followers.
Increased medical aid throughout the region. Just seems like it might help keep things stable. Great. So I've been looking over Mr. House's force projections and running some calculations. It turns out there are two ways we can win this thing. Hear that? We have options.
Take on the end game here. Notice the cons are attacking, but instead of being con legionnaires or whatever they are when they side with Caesar, they're just great cons. Put a scope on my plasma defender. Don't really like the look of it. Doesn't really have too much of a utility. But that meltdown or whatever it is, every kill with an energy weapon detonates the person you kill with it, is amazing. Put all my weapons to use here. Get shredded by the anti-material rifles that the Legion carries. They hit hard and they completely destroy my armor before I even make it to the Legate. Although you may have figured at this point, not going to be fighting the Legate. Lee Moldaver, however you pronounce her name, is able to get what she wants at the end of the first season by talking and explaining. That's what we do here. It's in character for her. So it's kind of anticlimactic for the end, but fits character-wise. And with that, we've dealt with the Legate. We head down to the camp entrance to deal with Oliver now. Surprised they didn't have any of these Desert Rangers in the show. It's iconic armor.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long
Talk to Oliver. We have maxed out speech, so we can pretty much have anything done here. Have our robots show up.
Guess it ain't no secret how
Figure on what I want to say to them.
I would sooner. Look, I know
Say I don't want violence. Like option 1.
Head back west, tail between our legs. No.
Again, it seems fairly in character with what she did in the vault.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting a fight when I came up here. And now that we're talking, I don't like the sound of things. Do you know what you're doing? Making a nation like you think you're doing ain't like chowing down on a pile of fancy lad snack cakes. Think you got the guts to carve out a frontier? Build towns, protect...
And I never understood that logic there. Carve out a frontier. It's not a frontier. There's already towns and shit here. You're just putting new law to them.
Can't believe we got suckered by some road jockey. Should have watched the flank while Caesar's best was making all that noise. I know what those robots of yours can do on a bad day, and I'm not eager to toss lies at them just to make a point. But if you're taking this place, you better hope you can hold it. I'll give my superiors my opinion, but I don't think they're going to listen. So if NCR comes at you, and it will, pray you're ready. I promise you, our situation's reversed, I'd see you hang.
I'd see you hang. So at this point, I decide, you know, I haven't done this yet.
What the hell? No.
She is known to be ruthless, so I think it's a fitting way to end this run. To prove a point. And with that, yeah, you can beat New Vegas as Lee Moldover, the Flame Mother from the show. Thanks for watching.